putting in that grind. The champ is here. UFC 323. Alexandre Pantoja, co-main event. Joshua Van in your future. Look, I'm fired up for this fight. It's old versus young, experienced champion versus newcomer. It feels like you were running out of quality opponents in your division because you've been so dominant. So, how refreshing is it to see someone as young and ready as Josh Van right now?
I feel very motivation, with this this new guy. I think 2025 is a very good year for Josh Javan. Everything he did in this year. He have his opportunity when he fight with Brother Rival. Take the fight with the three weeks of the notes, and win a very good fight with a number one contender, Brandon Rival. And I think he really deserves fight for the belt. He showed very good skills, and I think it's perfect. A year like that, 2025. I think everybody understand because we live in now in the future. Everybody want everything so fast.
Sure.
Uh, and it's like that. The young generation versus a old school MMA fighter. I'm close to make 20 years professional fighter. I fight since 2007, and a lot happened for me, and I feel much better right now. After 2 years, conquered this belt for the first time. I have evolved so much more. I'm very glad to still with this belt and have the chance to fight one more time.
Great. Your story, Alexandre, has been one of the most inspiring, refreshing ones because obviously you were always a very good fighter, always someone we said could one day fight for the title. But we're well past that. Now you're moving into history as one of the most dominant, decorated champions in this division's history. Did you always know you would get to this point right here, or is any of this on this 8 fight win streak a surprise to even you?
When I look like 20 years ago, I can tell right now with the 35, I look to me very young and say this kid go very far. But back to 20 years ago, I can imagine everything happened in my life. I just start to believe in I can be the champion, UFC champion, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Oh,
After
wow.
come America top 10, one of the best gym of the world.
Sure.
We have the best athletes, best coaches. America top 10 is a mecca from MMA, and after I trained for 4 years in America top 10, I start to look around, and I understand my level go very high, and I'm ready to fight for the belt. And after the belt, I'm still working much more. Now I have money to invest much more in my professional area. I can be an athlete, a full time, full camp. You know, I can get more time for me. I can invest my money in better physical therapy,
Sure.
best supplements, uh, best life to living very healthy.
I mean, it does look like you're getting better fight to fight. Do you still feel like that at age 35 that you're adding more to your game every time out?
Much more. Uh, One point is that America top 10. The second point is I have more calm to understand everything. I can use the money I get right now to invest in myself.
Sure.
Uh, this make me more comfortable, my life more comfortable. Like back to 2 years, 3 years ago, I deliver food to bring more money to my house because I'm from Brazil, and then I invest a lot of money to bring my family to America to start my new life here. And I invest a lot of money in the same point, and then I'm a little struggle about my bank account. And right now it's very different. I can enjoy more. I can enjoy more my wife, my kids. I can provide a better time for my family. And you I can tell December 6th you see a different guy, you know. I think every title fight I prove I'm involved. And
You have proven that every time. I mean,
because
let's say it
I
like
want to
this.
be the number pound for pound number one.
Number
That's
one,
what I mean. I follow that, and it's so hard right now.
sure.
And the time you have Islam Makhachev, you have Ilya Tupuria, Merab, so competitive fighters, you know. I think that guys, and I put myself in that club, we bring it a new level to UFC, to new level to MMA. And I think every fighters in the world understand to get the UFC belt, he need to go forward to involve his level to compete versus Pantoja, versus Merab, versus Lomachenko, versus Ilia Tupuria. And everybody understand the level is different right now in this game.
Outside of you, because I'm sure you would vote for yourself number one pound for pound. Who do you think should be number one right now, outside of you?
No, no, 100%. I believe is Lomachenko the number one. The everything he does, I think, and I really don't think nobody can beat him right now. He look like a invincible, you know. Uh, and it's so hard to put the second one because you have either to put what he did on the feet uh, with a very good performance versus Max Holloway, Volkanovski, Charles, two belts, you know. And then you have Merab clean his own division, make it look easy, you know, and make it look very hard to take his belt, you know. You see so many good fighters right now. You know, I think that's the best time for UFC. That's the best era for MMA fans and fighters. And I think that deal with the Paramount can show everybody about that. You know, we deserve all the credit. You know, and I put myself in that club too because I think the flyweight division needs someone like me, someone to level this game. You know, something Demetrius also did years ago. He's because why Demetri Jones is so different because if you he did what I did right now 10 years ago. He can mix it,
Right.
striking, grappler. He make a beautiful MMA fighter and put it all in the game. And I'm glad, you know, every I did for the division. And super happy because I have opportunity one more time to prove I'm the best fighter of the world, you know, in my division.
I mean, even to talk about your evolution, just in 2 years, when you won the championship from Moreno, it was a blood and guts war. It was just man versus man. And since then, you're winning fights easier, more skill, more IQ, more thought. You obviously have to be proud about how you beat Brandon Moreno for the title, but I don't even feel like that's the same fighter anymore when I look at you.
No. Yeah, you're right. You know, I start to believe more in myself. You know, in everything I did. You know, I try. Now I start to put more my technique, and I'm still involved in my game. You know, I think I can prove more control of the octagon. I don't need get hit so much. You know, before I'm like a brawler. I like to fight. I think it is a very good entertainment for everybody. I go there and put everything out, but I need to be more. I need more protect myself. You know, I don't need make a street fight all the time. You know,
Sure.
I have so much technique. You know, and I'm very happy with everything I did. But I think the big point is I improved that all my camps I'm improved much more. You know, I can spend more time in my gym. I can spend more time in myself. You know, and right now my mind it's locked. You know, I think it's gonna still lock it for more 2 years. You know, and because I think that's the time I can still pushing myself in that high level, you know, about the sport. That's what I think right now. Maybe after 2 years, I can think maybe I can go forward, you know, but it's very hard to still in the top for 2 years. And for five title fights, I go to my sixth title fight in last 3 years. and I'm involved so much, but that's a big cost, you know. I broke my body all the time, you know. I feel pain all the time, and it's not healthy for myself, you know. But
Sure.
I love what I did, you know. I love see myself how much I'm involved, and I'm super excited to see what I can do it December 6th.
Well, I'm sure, and you referenced it, that you saw Joshua Van's victory over Brandon Royval in June to get the fight against you. He fought that fight in a crazy style, bite down on the mouth guard and throw. Do you think he'll be able to deal and compete with you from a technical standpoint?
I think he's gonna be a completely different fight for me. You know, he take the fight with a short notice, 3 weeks after he fight with Bruno Bulldog Silva. He did an amazing job with Bruno Bulldog. And 3 weeks, he have a fight for with a number one contender, Breno Rival. He's a very good fighter, you know, one of the best in division, and he make a very good fighter, you know. But what I what I feel is come to fight with me is like a different fight. He have full camp, very motivational to fight for the belt. You know, the guy come fight for the belt is the best in division. You know, and I know I'm gonna face off that guy. You know, the best from flyweight division.
Do you think the experience gap, you have so much more experience on the highest level than him, will that be his biggest problem, you think, come fight night?
Yeah, 100%. But I never put myself in that easy position, you know. What I can think is like he's very young, 24, never cut weight like I cut before, you know. He don't have so much wars like I have, you know, and this make he's fresh, you know. He's young, he can cut weight very good. He can recover the weight very good too, you know. And I like to put some points to don't think maybe my background is gonna be better or something. This like a I believe I'm fighting with the best from flyweight division, with a very young, humble, and motivation guy. I know Josh Avan, he come for a different country. He's moved to America and started his life here with his family. And he had a history, you know. And is every time when you go to the octagon, it's hard to fight someone with a history, fight someone have why fighting, you know.
Sure. I want to ask you about another important flyweight fight on the UFC 323 card when former champion Brandon Moreno takes on Tatsuro Taira. Do you think the winner of that fight could end up getting a shot if you hold on to this title and keep going?
Yeah, very good possibility for both guys, you know. Depend about performance. I think we have very good fight with Banel Cap and Breno Rival too, you
Sure.
know. I think the end of the year is gonna be amazing for flyweight divisional. We have Pantoja and Josh Avan, you have Moreno and Tatsuro Taira, and you have Manel Cap with Breno Rival. That's amazing year. That's proof a difference flyweight division right now. You know, I think every UFC fighter, every UFC fans can see that. You know, the different times to flyweight make everybody super excited to watch their fights. You know, and I think we deserve that. You know, we fight for that moment. You know, I think everybody from flyweight, every fighter from flyweight division, fight for this moment to put this division in their good eyes. You know, we have power to knock down. We have beautiful finish, very good card. What I think right now, I don't want to say something bad about the other divisions, but I think the flyweight division is more. You need more skills to win the
It's
belt,
true.
the
All right,
fight.
you're a busy man. I got one more question for you. Everyone's excited. Speaking of the flyweight division, about your teammate Kyoji Horiguchi
Hmm.
coming back to the UFC. I've heard you say that you have so much respect for him and what he did for you that you would give him a title shot. But sometimes you see Aljo and Marab, DC and Kane, teammates don't always want to do that. Why is it different for you?
I'm here to be the best fighter of the world, and I want to face off with the best fighters of the world. And for me, Kyoji Horiguchi is one of the best. I miss Demetrius Johnson, but if I have the chance to fight with Kyoji, it's gonna be a present for me. It's gonna be a share in the cake. And Kyoji had his own dream. He helped me myself to conquer my dreams, and because I have a teammate like him, so much high level. I think everybody understand when you talk about Kyoji Horiguchi, about his beautiful performance versus Tagir, a very good fighter, and see how he does, And I'm cheating every time to Kyoji, and it's gonna be a pleasure if one day I can fight for the belt with him.
That's refreshing to hear. I love the respect you have. Great talking to you, champ.
Thank you,
Best of
brother.
luck to you. December 6th, UFC 323. We can't wait. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.